Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival on Alpha 10.5. Once again, we are under attack from the Xerax. I just got the message. And so let's see which direction they're going to come from this time. We should be all ready for them. We've got plenty of ammo in our guns. And let's see if they give us... Okay, so we got a minigun drone. 2 minigun drones coming from the west. Is that it? Come on, game. Seriously? Okay, there's 3 drones. Oh shit! They're shooting at my hover vessel. Did they hit it? Yeah, they did. Damn it, I shouldn't have left the door open, huh? Oh, geez. Okay, well, minor damage. Minor damage. Note to self, next time leave the damn door closed. Still, though, I mean, that was wimpy as hell. Even though the only reason I took that damage is because I'm an idiot. I'm very disappointed, though, overall, guys, with the whole Xerax attack your base mechanic. Ever since Alpha 10, I just am not impressed with it at all. When I did my Season 1 series, if you guys haven't seen that, I actually went on their land, like just out of range of their drone base, and I built a base for the sole purpose of provoking them to attack it, because, you know, one of the criteria for them to attack you is how close, you know, if you're on their territory, and how well armed you are, and all the other, you know, factors that go into that, which you can see right here. So location, you know, location in terms of how close you are to them, reputation, energy footprint, and base size, all that kind of stuff, you know, factors into if they're going to attack you and how badly they're going to attack you, right? So anyway, I built... Just making sure that cricket's not going to sneak up on me and bite me in the ass. I built a base right on their property, just out of range of their, you know, the turrets on their drone base. And I put a shitload of guns on it for the sole purpose of, you know, provoking them and testing out their attacks. And it never really happened the way it was supposed to. I got one big attack from them one time, even before I was completely ready. So they did do a little bit of damage, but we still, you know, overall we defeated them. And then after that, it just never happened again. I had another little wimpy base built in the mountainside halfway across the planet, and every attack after that, they would go after my wimpy base instead of the one that was right at their back door with all the guns and everything. So, very underwhelmed with that. And then, you know, now I'm kind of seeing it again here. I mean, they're attacking me, and they're attacking me every time, but they're not sending anything substantial to actually do anything to me. I'm just smacking them down every single time. So, you know, it's a great idea. It's just not working the way I think it should. That's my 2 cents on it, based upon my experience with it. Anyway, all right, I think we're all repaired. Looks like we lost one block here. What is this? This is hardened steel. Do I have any hardened steel in our stuff? Surplus steel blocks in general. Yep. Okay, so let's see. That block is where is that block? This one. And we want that texture, and we want it to be black. And we want it to be... No, wait a second. Wait a second. I think it's this texture. There we go. All right, all better. All fixed. Did I check those turrets for damage? Yeah. Yeah, the next time that happens, though, I need to not open the damn door so they can actually attack my vessels. It's interesting, though, that I don't know if they were specifically attacking this vessel or not, because they're not supposed to target your vessels if their power's off. So, I don't know. Maybe they were just shooting at me and it just came through because I was standing in this corner. That's probably what it was. That would be my guess. Yep. RT, I've got over 1,000 hours in this game too. In fact, I'll tell you, I've got 1,303 hours in Empyrion, and there's still stuff, even what some people would consider basic stuff, that I either didn't know. Most of the time, it's not that I don't know it, I just forget it. But every once in a while, someone will tell me something that I genuinely didn't know. And when that happens, I really appreciate it too, because it's good. Nice to learn those things for sure. I would say about 75% of the time, though, when somebody like leaves a comment on a video and saying, hey, you didn't do this or you didn't do that or whatever. It's not that I didn't know that. I just either didn't think about it at the time or forgot about it. But every once in a while, when you learn those new things, it's really cool. All right, well, these guys are making water, but let's just let that build up for a while, and so we can make our sprouts. Okay, guys, so it is time for us to get started on our capital hauler, our capital vessel hauler. I might have to move my little decorations too, just depending upon how big this thing gets. The idea behind it, though, is not to make it ginormous. In fact, it should stay relatively compact. But what we do want to do is we want to give it as much hauling capacity, both in terms of volume and weight capacity, that it can have. Because its purpose for existing is going to be for us to then go salvage a bunch of stuff and be able to haul a bunch of things in it. So that's the idea behind this. If you guys didn't catch this already in the last episode when I announced that I was going to do this, we're going to build this from scratch. I have no design, I have no plans, I haven't sketched anything out. I have a very general idea of what I want it to look like. But beyond that, it's going to be a completely organic experience. So, that all said, let's see. We've got a couple of things. We've got a couple of things that I have kind of been hanging on to, capital vessel parts. And what I might actually do, just to make things a little simpler for us, is put that stuff in here. What? Why do I have... Okay, hold on a second. Let's go here. Let's go to input. I'm not sure why I have these component items in here. Oh, you know what? All of this stuff is from the Klod that we took apart. That's what this was for. I should have fed all that into the factory. I don't know why I didn't. See, I tell you, that's what I was talking about. I forget stuff all the time. Old guy moments. That should go in there. Yeah, most of this stuff was left over from... Well, not all of it. Well, yeah, I think that was because we actually had that in the inventory of the Klod. In fact, we need to get the Klod spawned in. Let's do that first. It's ready to go. So let's bring it back in. And this time, hopefully, I won't fly over to drone base and get the ship blown out of it. But, we're talking about me here, you guys, so it's probably going to happen again. Whoa. Get back over here. Where's the... How come it's not rotating? It should rotate with those buttons. The insert and the delete key is not rotating it like it's supposed to. I don't know why. Screw it. Let's just spawn it in like that. All right. Well, she's back. And she's all in one piece. No thanks to me. All right, so let's see. What do we want to do first? Let's go here. And let's go to the surplus. And put the ammo back into the ammo controller. What other controllers do we have? Oh, that's the only controller we have on here. Okay, so we'll put the oxygen in there. We'll put the pentaxid in there. I think this is just all the stuff that we had stored up in the ship itself. I need to... Oh, you know what? We might have to we might have to put those back on. Yeah, we do, because that's actually not part of the original build. I just added those on. So let's do that now. And I don't want to add them on and then update it, because, you know, it just adds more levels requirements and more expense to the ship, because this is supposed to be a very early game ship. So I'm just putting them on here. I guess I could make a different version of it, but I'm not going to mess with that. So let's grab these. Looks like we can only hold one at a time. Put that in place there. And then, I don't know what color we used. I guess we'll just make them blue. That is not the right texture, though. That's the right texture. Okay. So we got the rockets back in place. Is there anything else we need to do? So we got the oxygen. We need to get some fuel in there, of course. I guess these were just extra parts left over. We do have a light on here, don't we? Yeah. Okay, let's grab some fuel. Oh man, I got a ton of fuel here. Never mind. I forgot about that. Let's use the little guys though, because these are really heavy. What we might whoops, shit. What we might do is use those to fill the tank up. But here, connect to that. Pick that back up. All right, manage. Okay, wait a second. How come I don't have... Did I put those all back in here? Oh, no. I put them inside the Klod. Duh. All right. Yeah, so let's leave 100 in there. How heavy is that? That's 8 kilograms. That's not too bad. We'll leave 100 of those in there, and then we'll use these to fill this up. There we go. I'll put those back in there too. Sometimes I still get confused with the logistics on what you're connected to. And I've seen other players do this too, you know, where you're connected to something, you forgot you're connected to something, you pick something up, and then you're going, where the hell did it just go? It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. All right, so we're fueled up, we're ammoed up. We got oxygen on the ship. I suppose we could, let's go ahead and actually fill that too. So let's see, we are connected, we're going to connect to the base, to this guy. And then we'll go into here. Oh, did I already fill that up? Wait a second. I'm confused. Oh, I was looking at the base. Okay. And then, so we want to go back to here. And we want to go back to here. And we'll fill that sucker up too. Okay, I think the Klod's all back up and running and ready to go. I suppose we could put those in place too, huh? Does it take all of those? 86%. What kind of weight did that give us, though? Ooh, that's heavy, isn't it? Well, you know what, though? I mean, it almost fills the tank all the way up, so that's what it's designed to do. So let's just go with it. Got our armor locker. So, yeah, I think we're ready to go. Good to go. Good plan. Good plan. Thanks for reminding me to do that. Appreciate it. I'm not going to update it on the workshop, though, because I want the normal version that's already there to remain as it is. But saving to template, definitely wanted to do that. Okay, let's put her over in his parking spot for now. I wonder why this isn't docking. It's not docking. It's got docking plates on it. Let's look at that for a second. Get it up a little higher here. Ah, see, I did it again. Where the hell did they go? Here. Okay. I guess we can keep them there. Okay, so what do we want? Landing gear folding. We don't really want to use those because those need to be inside. Let's try these folding ones out, though. Those are kind of neat. I've never actually used these. These are new. Oh, did I just put those on backwards? I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, I think I did. There we go. I was messing around with the, you know, with the other ones that retract like all the way into a block in creative, but I haven't actually tried these out. Alright, so let's go here, and we will make these, I guess we'll just make these the dark blue color. And let's see if it'll dock now. And we will save the template again, too. Camera's messed up. There it goes. Yeah, maybe there's something about those blocks I didn't like. Little scissors landing doohickeys. I kind of like that. I like that. That looks cool. I wished more of the block would color, though, you know? Because we did paint them, but they're still mostly just metallic looking. Alright. Enough screwing around, you guys. You ready to build a ship? Let's build a ship. Get some more O2. Get some more food. Maybe top that off with some cheese. We gotta eat very frequently on these settings. If you guys didn't watch my, like the first 10, 11, 12 or whatever episodes of my Project Eden series, I started on the dead planet and, you know, played it on the hardest settings just like we're doing here. And ultimately, the thing that killed me more than anything else was the food. You know, we eventually got the radiation under control. We eventually got the temperature under control. But I just, you know, the food killed me. Several times, in fact. Or the lack thereof, I should say. And in hindsight, you know, along with, you know, comments and suggestions that people have made, I would play it out differently now than I did. But it was nasty. It was just really brutal. So just, you know, makes you appreciate having a refrigerator full of food, for sure. So, what's the first step to build a capital ship? We got to basically eat an elephant, don't we, guys? We have to eat an elephant is what we have to do. So we were looking for the parts that I already have. I've got just a few parts, not a bunch, that we salvaged from somewhere. Okay, so we got thrusters there. Let's move everything that we currently have into the surplus We could probably feed this stuff into the deconstructor. Excuse me. I'm not sure that we need to save any of that for now. Wait a minute. Can I not access this from the wireless menu? Oh, no, right. This has to have an input controller. Ah, right. Okay. We should probably make a dedicated container for that then. Because as soon as you turn this on, it's going to melt everything that's in the container. So, yeah. We need to do that. We need to do that. So, let's see. Do we have another container floating around that's not being used for anything? Don't say anything in general. How about in output? Nothing in output. And then, of course, surplus doesn't have anything either. So, we're going to have to make one. Not a problem. We can do that. Where are we going to put the damn thing? I guess I'll just stick it right in here for now. We can do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, what model do we want? Maybe we'll go with this little skinny guy. I know it doesn't have as much capacity in it, but I don't think we need a ton of capacity for the deconstructor anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of cool looking box too. Let's just paint that black, I guess. And we want to go in here, and we want to go in here, and we want to go here. And then we will name this deconstructor input. Okay, and then let's change that to there. The output, we should probably send the output of this just right into the input. I mean, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just do that. All right, now what we can do is go here and, no, not there. Go here and go here. Deconstructor input. And let's just melt some stuff down that we don't need. So this is all capital vessel stuff that we want to hang on to for the capital vessel build. Can we put those in there? Yeah. Don't need those. Small constructor. Oh, you know what? Let's do these force fields, because this is going to give us Z and E. Those are like well worthwhile to melt down for sure. Let's melt down these goggles. Don't need that crap. I mean, I guess we could sell them. Let's melt down the rockets. I want to kind of hang on to this weaponry, though, because, like I said, we can sell that stuff. Steel blocks, armored concrete blocks. Nah, let's hang on to that stuff for now. Output controller, anything in here? Hardened steel. Yeah, I'd rather hang on to the blocks because we can either use them for building or putting right into the factory as needed. And let's go to the surplus. Okay, so these are small vessel. I'm not really planning on doing any small vessel or hover vessel builds anytime soon. So let's go ahead and feed all that stuff into there. We do want to keep the explosives. We can feed the thrusters. Well, that would be a better factory item, though, wouldn't it? More steel blocks, an armored cockpit. Yeah, I'm thinking I would rather put that stuff in a factory, and we might still want to use those. So let's just, that's not much, but let's just go with it. Ooh, that thing goes fast. 8C. We're going to get 8Z and 8E out of those force fields. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Those things are well worth salvaging for that purpose. Okay, so now what were we doing? We were moving stuff over into the surplus box. Yeah, we're saving that stuff for factory. Okay, so anything that's a capital vessel item, let's put like a row down. And I looted these. I think I loaded these off the Empyrion, if I remember right. Fuel tanks. That's probably about it, right? Okay, here's a container controller, but that's for an SVHV. Let's put that in here. Isn't it supposed to put those in here? Oh, no, that's equals input. I need to say put it into the input controller. There we go. There we go. It takes me a while, but I usually figure it out. Okay, let's go to input controller and put the resources in there. Okay, everything else now should go into here as a resource. Okay, back to surplus, and then back to general. So is there anything else in here that's a capital vessel item that we want to use? I don't have a lot, so here we go. Container controller, so we'll grab those two. I think that's about it for general. Output, armored concrete, hardened steel. Now here's another consideration, okay? If we use normal steel for this build, it's going to make the vessel nice and light and able to carry more stuff. However, if we get shot, we're going to get our ass kicked because regular steel sucks. So there's two ways to look at it. Do we want to make it tougher with less hauling capacity, or do we want to make it haul as much stuff as it possibly can and try and avoid getting shot? I think the answer to that question is the first thing. We better have a little bit of a balance there, because otherwise, you know, I could get into a bad situation, which I tend to do. You guys that have watched me for any length of time know that happens to me. And we could lose our ass. So we better let's compromise. Let's make it out of hardened steel. We won't use combat steel because combat steel is heavy as all get out. But I think I want something a little bit better than just normal, you know, steel blocks protecting this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make hardened steel blocks for the hull. Okay? So we're going to need sathium for that. I hope we have sathium. Do we have sathium? I can't remember. I'm kind of actually short on sathium. Oh shit, we don't. Well, we do have some ingots there. Well, let's just make as much as we can. We probably, before we do that though, we probably better make the actual components that we need first. So let's do that. There's another approach, actually, guys, now that I'm thinking about this. We could try and go salvage stuff. The problem that I have with that right now, though, is I don't have anything really that can, you know, that can hold a lot of salvage. What are we doing here? What? Oh no, that's the base. So I mean, we can carry a volume of 2953, but it's not so much the volume on this ship, it's the weight that it can carry. We would need a generator. We already have the fuel tanks. 3 RCSs might be fine for what we're trying to do, because this is going to be a hauling vessel, so it doesn't have to turn on a dime. It just has to turn. probably 3 medium thrusters. I do want to kind of go a little bit of overkill on the thrusters, though, just because I want it to have plenty of lift for the weight. So we will need more thrusters. So let's see. We need a generator. We need the core block itself, of course. Well, we're going to need, you know, at least 1 or 2 oxygen tanks in a station. So I don't know. I guess there's two approaches. I could try and build everything, and we might run out of resources and have to go farm those resources up. Or we could go find a wreck and try and salvage it, but we might have to make multiple trips to haul everything back here in the little Klod. What's the right answer to that, I wonder? What do we have in the factory right now in terms of resources? Let's go look at that next. There is a third option. There is a third option. The third option is that we could spawn in. I was going to do this anyway. We could spawn in the warp shuttle. It's not very expensive. It's not very expensive, and we already have. Actually, we almost have everything we need for it. And this guy, you know, this is a capital vessel. It's not designed to be a hauling capital vessel, but it can definitely hold a hell of a lot more weight than the Klod can. Then what we could do is we could go around in this and start to salvage some wrecks to get the parts we need to then come back and actually build the hauler itself and have some fun doing that. I think that's what we're going to do, you guys. I think that's what we're going to do. So that means we need to change direction here, and we need to get some neo, we need to get some silicon, some cobalt, and some carbon substrate, which we might be able to do by salvaging also. Salvaging is the answer to everything, isn't it? Yeah, maybe not. All right, well, anyways, guys, we are out of time for this next episode. So, yeah, the number one priority right now is to work on getting the warp shuttle spawned in so that we can use it to haul more stuff to build our actual real hauler. And once we have the real hauler built, we're gonna, you know, we're talking Mack truck here, baby. We're gonna be able to haul a lot of stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, share out the video, and leave comments. Those things help the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye bye.